You could say every Minecraft world looks the same when you first load in. Just blocks, trees, nothing. But the thing is, on this SMP I didn't want to just build a base and move on. I wanted to make something. An actual art piece, you could say. And when you build like that, the game just looks different. And later in this video, we're actually going to break down exactly what I mean by that. Why it looks different and how you can do it too. But first, let's get started on the Creations SMP.
Hello people, welcome to Creations SMP, first season ever. It's pretty cool, Yeah. Okay, get in a circle, we're gonna start. Get in like 3, 2, okay, go.
Hey, come on.
Wait, I don't know where I'm going.
SMP begin.
I'm just running after Maggie.
I don't know where I'm going.
Just running after
I want
Maggie.
the tree.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want the tree.
I want this tree.
That's my tree. I'm scared.
This is the start of a new beginning.
First crafting table.
We are starting, guys. After this, me and Always Cooking joined together for a mining adventure just to get the basic tools so we could get to building. Okay, wow, we got the biggest cave in the server. Do you see this?
I know. Oh my good
God,
gosh. Oh,
what?
There's a
We
there's
gotta
a mine
get
shaft up there. We should go over there.
we gotta get down there. Yeah.
Oh, there's another amethyst thing right here. Okay, let's make sure like
Geode, okay.
Oh, there's diamonds. I don't want to grab them because I don't want to be called a tryhard.
I feel like we should grab him, should we not?
I feel like let's both get it. So we can both be
Okay, so you take the one on below and I'll take this one. There's nothing up here. Oh, there's diamonds. Okay.
How much iron do you have? Because I have 31.
There's diamonds right here. Right here. Lava. I got one here. Okay. Diamonds for me. For us, I mean.
I will be coming with you then.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot right here. We had now gathered many diamonds, much iron, and a lot of coal. So we were ready to get out of the cave and start gathering and building. Alright guys, we are actually here at the base that I chose, the base location that I chose. You might say, why did you choose a plains? I chose this because I love building with plains and at plains. And I also love that this big mountain here kind of separated the plains up. Because I want to build right here. So, before we start gathering, I think we should just set up a small base, maybe just up here or something. I don't think this is touched by the build that I want to do. Because I want to build my starter base right here. I need to gather so many materials, and that's also where I'm going to take you guys hand in hand with. Because this is a lot of gathering for a starter base, but it's going to be such a cozy, nice, and very artistic base. So, sit back and relax and enjoy this montage of me gathering and hopefully soon to be building our starter base. I know it's very early and we had a very explosive and very like fast start, but I'm very excited to be doing this build. And yeah, so grab some snacks, grab some popcorn, and let's get to gathering and let's get to building.
There's one at negative 4,200, negative 2,800. So
That's
like
like
super far that way.
Oh, is that spruce?
No, that's pale oak, but I think there's an old growth taiga nearby.
Oh, that
In fact,
is
yeah,
good.
In fact, it's right next to it.
So I think that might be where we are running, isn't it?
All right, sweet. You ready? Let's go.
I am. Come on. Let's
Alright.
go get all of the wood types.
All the wood types.
Me and Megastrom, we went on to get the dark oak as you saw, we got the spruce, and we got the pale oak saplings that are very, very far away from spawn. After we got the saplings and the materials we needed, we went into the nether and onto the nether roof and went back to our bases. I went on with the gathering because I needed a lot of leaves and a lot of different wood types for the custom trees at my starter base. Alright guys, welcome back after a lot of gathering, after the perfect start in a Minecraft SMP, I would say. Now that I have gathered all of these resources down here, 3 double chests full of different resources, from a lot of stone to a lot of wood, to a lot of birch and spruce leaves, because we need to make our famous custom pine trees here. So yeah. It's gonna be right here, and I'm very, very excited for this base. I've really tried to think like an artist when I built this. So let's get to building, and let's talk about how I did the things that I did and why I did the things that I did to this build. So guys, I'll see you when I'm done building my starter base. Let's get to building. Alright guys, welcome back after a lot of gathering and a lot of building. I am actually pretty tired because this project has taken a while. As you see behind me here, I've actually made a small viewpoint, like a small hill where you walk up and you just view the base from there. It's also the perspective that I wanted to build from. So all of the small details that I made from this perspective. So let's get up here and let's take a look at what we've made in this video. Still need to make a path and maybe add some more custom trees here just to make it all feel connected and alive. There's somebody down here. Alright. You walk up here, there's a small lovely bench, and this is actually the viewing point of this video. This is what I've been spending a lot of time on, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I did so many small things to well, to make this. So let me just get my FOV down so it fits the frame right here, so we can just talk a little bit about what I did and how I did it. I've tried to make a beautiful frame here. I did so many different small things that adds up to this and makes this very beautiful. The first thing I want to talk about is the lighting. The lighting is very important in this build because you see that I made a lighter path leading up to the house. I also made the stones so they're very dark when we look at them from this side. Well, because then both the path and the house just stands out more. And these are just thoughts that artists would think of when making a painting. You also see that I made brighter spots where I put the lanterns. Also here you see that the jungle wood here is also brighter, and all of these small things just contributes to the overall frame that we're looking at here. I thought a lot about the composition of this build and how the different things should be, where they should be put and all of that. And first I started doing a lot of small stones, and I was like, this just doesn't fit. If I needed to do something, I wanted bigger pieces that actually just made more sense and filled out the picture more, like you would do in a normal art piece. So what I did was I made these much larger than they were at the time. Looking at the composition, I also tried to focus on these foreground, middle ground, and background elements just to get this depth feeling in the picture. What I did was that I had my foreground here with this tree and this rock here, and maybe also you could also argue that this stone over here and this small dock down here is kind of the foreground in this image. You have the middle ground with the house just hidden away behind these trees and this path leading up to it, so it's leading the eye. And then you have the background with these trees. You can see that the far control mod actually really brings this depth into the picture, with a feeling of these trees being very far away in the background. The colors that I used in this build are very natural, like you would find like the real world. What I did was that I really thought about the shading and where the light is coming from, and where we see a lot of like darker areas. What we see here is that in here, what is going on here? Megastrom has been at my base and looked around. Oh, that's so fun. But what we see here is that we see that this part of the build is very dark because we have this overhang. We also see this entrance here is very dark, and I think that capturing this in Minecraft is the same as how you're gonna capture this in a painting. Adding these small different brighter areas around lanterns and all of this just makes this feel much more like a painting than it would if you did not make all of these texturing and small decisions that just makes this look amazing, I think. Well, so guys, I also made an interior for this, and I'm very happy with that. It is still in progress, and I'm still in progress of making the second story, but the first story here is very cozy. You come in here, and to the left here we have a small kitchen area with a small fireplace where you cook your food and all of that. We have my head when I died once from fall damage. In here we just have this small, furnace room. Nothing special here. If you run in here, you come out, go to the right. We go into my small storage space here. I'm very happy with this, and it feels very cozy with these ceilings that are a mix of blocks and slabs here. I think this gives a very nice vibe. Okay, the second story, as I said, is still a work in progress, but this is where I'm sleeping and so on. Okay, so the last thing I want to show from this base is that I actually had this building over here. So I made this small building that is, and it is basically my starter base, but I also made this one. You could also argue that that is a part of the background, but I thought to myself, what use should this building have? And I was like, well, I need a lot of food. So that's what I did. As you heard when I was in this database, I actually made a chicken farm. Just through these doors here. So we have so many chickens here. The chicken's eggs goes into these hoppers, down into this dispenser you see here. Then it fires out the eggs, as you saw right there. And then the small chickens are standing here, and when they grow up, because there's not much space because of the fence, when they then grow up, they will die, and the chicken will then be cooked because of this cauldron. And then we see that we have lots and lots of cooked chicken here. I don't have a lot out here because I put it in the base in my kitchen area. But this is a very smart farm. Very easy farm. But yeah, I am so happy with this database. It's actually the first time we're actually created such an art piece, I think. I think it looks so good. There is still things to do. There is still trees to add, stones to change. I am so happy with how this base came out. I found that I love just building from one perspective here to give this feeling of making a frame and actually painting an art piece. Making something that you spend so much time on and you actually do love it in the end. That's so nice. But guys, I'll be going to bed now. I'll be going into my lovely starter base up here. Just look at this. So beautiful. But guys, this was all we made in this video. It's been a long video, but hopefully you liked it. And if you stayed until the end, I would just appreciate if you went down and liked and subscribed. I'm so happy with how this starter base turned out, and there are so many different and more beautiful things planned out in this SMP. I'm so grateful for this chance of being able and being invited to this because they think that I was a good fit for this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.